I'm in such a good place today. And all these people, they all act like they're just so perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. Sometimes I do. But I also didn't do all the shit that they're saying I did. But then that doesn't make a story, right? They wanted media attention. The media wants controversy. And by sensationalizing all this with big and accurate headlines like sexting and sexually explicit, you all got what you wanted at the expense of the tube time.
For attention!
The reality is, they wanted to cut down the doc. Plain and simple. Take a look at some of these horrendous acts of Twitch streamers that were never banned. I've got some examples right here. Example number 1.
Oh, no.
A streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming, which constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent. Twitch scheduled a meeting with the streamer to ascertain his intent to determine whether his conduct was a violation of Twitch's policies, ultimately determining it was not a breach of Twitch's policies.
The what N-word, though? The hard R or the soft A?
Why wasn't I called into a meeting? Why wasn't my intent taken into consideration, champs? Example number 2. Streamer was reported for discussing doing things with deceased animals and discussing pedophilia, all while...
Okay, once again, let me bring you back to the times where... Okay, listen. This example fucking sucks. Absolute garbage, okay? Chat, is it the N-word hard R? Is it not? Back in the days, okay, nobody would say it, okay? Soft A, hard R, nobody would say it, okay? Back in the days, okay? That's what it was, okay? Then, only certain directories on Twitch. Guys, I'm only gonna say some facts now. I'm about to say some facts. You can get mad about them. I don't give a fuck, okay? I know Twitch in and out. I know everything about it. I've been here forever, okay? And basically, the only directories you would see the soft A N-word being used would be in usually like 2K directories, okay? And it was in not high density, a bunch of smaller creators, right? And then it's I'm just saying, you guys, I used to watch all the time. I know because I also made the distinction when I saw clips and videos. I was like, oh wow, on Twitch, we don't hear that very often. We would never hear the soft A. We'd never hear it. Okay, you can go back in history and look at hundreds of thousands of hours of content. You would never hear it, right? In the 2K directories, okay, some black streamers would use it, which I don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about, okay? But then, as Twitch expanded, more creators, more mainstream people, soft A started being used more broadly. And then, it became kind of like common occurrence, like Kai or other. Now people use soft A, okay? At least, you know, mostly black people. Use soft A, which I have no take about. It's fine. I'm not gonna. Who the fuck am I? Okay, I'm some random white dude. Okay. So then, as you follow that history, you can understand the nuance in terms of service and how they would process such reports and such things. Because there was a time where saying soft A was I'm pretty sure bannable, right? But then it became prominent. And I think they just went, okay, this is the culture. This is what people do. Okay, then we'll let it slide. And I have never seen a change in terms of service in the fine print or a change or any communication made about the policing of the N-word usage. Yet people didn't do it, and then they did. Does that make sense? So then, a story about somebody saying the word and a report being made, whatever, is perfectly fine. It's okay to have a discussion about the involvement of the culture, of where things are going, where things are at, and what their stance is on it as a company and with the creators. That is perfectly fine. And you not understanding that relationship is fucking ridiculous. Stop being brain dead.
My intent taken into
What?
consideration.
What?
His hateful intent constitutes a violation that frequently use the N-word while publicly streaming. Never banned. I've got some examples right here.
I will play it again.
Example number 1. A streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming, which constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent. Twitch scheduled a meeting with the streamer to ascertain his intent to determine whether his conduct was a violation of Twitch's policies, ultimately determining it was not a breach of Twitch's policies.
Okay.
Why wasn't I called into a meeting? Why wasn't my intent taken into consideration, champs?
So what you're saying is that oh yeah, they're using the word. Is it hateful or not? Let's have a meeting. Oh, it's not hateful. Okay, you're good to go. Gotcha. Anything else? That's
Example number 2.
So impressive. I'm mind blown.
Streamer was reported for discussing doing things with deceased animals and discussing pedophilia, all while live streaming. Never suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract. 2. Streamer was reported for discussing doing things with deceased animals and discussing pedophilia, all while live streaming. Never
Who? Guys, doing things with dead animals? What things? Why aren't these specifics? I don't get it. I wish we could get like some sort of specifics. This is insane.
Suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract. Example.
Okay, that must be old. Okay, chat. That has to be pre-2019. Okay, because I don't think Twitch gives multi-million-dollar contracts anymore. They give better ad rates and ad splits. So I don't remember. I don't know who it is. Well, I'm just saying it. I'm trying to find the person by saying, well, you're saying so. Because I'm trying to find who it is. Just as a method of analysis, because we're not being given enough data here on who that is.
Number 3. Streamer was reported for a sexually explicit stream involving children and telling children to send Snapchats of them playing with themselves. Never suspended, but instead, given a multi-million-dollar contract.
Dude, who?
It's so obvious that certain Twitch executives, employees involved had personal biases against the doc and used all of this as an opportunity to terminate my contract. Go back and look at the timing of all this too. Huh.
Guys, just find some. It would be important to find who that is so we could get an idea of what the report looks like and what actually happened to see if there's any, if it's just some bad paraphrasing. Because, brother, you're making some pretty severe fucking statements here, okay? And if we could find what the report looks like, what's being talked about, what actually happened, right? If it's in sync, sure, but I've never heard about any of that. I mean, is there a fucking streamer you've seen that's massive enough to get a multi-million-dollar contract, so we're talking probably millions of followers, that actively uses Snapchat and did that shit on stream? Who? Cheezer? Brother. Cheezer doesn't have a multi-million-dollar contract with Twitch. He has a multi-dollar contract with Kick, dumb fuck. Okay? Brother, Cheezer has fucking $20 in his fucking pocket to fucking rub together, motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about?